here at Musikmesse 2015 on the PreSonus booth with Justin, who's going to show us the new control surface for their digital mixers. So, Justin, tell us about it.
So before we get to the surface really quickly, we have the RM16 and the RM32, already controlled by the UC Surface application in your Windows 8 touch surface, your iPad, your Mac, and your PC. We now have a physical moving fader control surface that's multi-layered with scribble strips and a touch screen interface and remote control control over the mixer itself over a single network cable. It's that simple, but it's really very cool and interesting. And in addition to being a control surface for the two rack mixers, also a control surface for Studio One, transport control, automation, faders, etc., etc.
Right, so do you want to talk us through some of the functionality then? So we've got moving faders here, and we've got sections for things like compressor gate.
Sure. So this would be your fat channel, what we refer to as the fat channel section, and it's actually controlling the DSP. There's nothing happening DSP-wise on this surface. It's just control. So it can control each input and output's fat channel, which would be your variable high-pass filter, gate compressor, EQ, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
You have your scribble strips here, which everything corresponds with the software that it's for the DSP of the mixer. So if I do something here, you'll see it happening in UC Surface, which is very important because you may be running a couple of different surfaces to control the same thing, or you might want to cruise around and get away from the surface, which is you're going to need to do sometimes. In addition to that, like I said, there are transport controls here for Studio One, our recording software.
Yep.
It's multi-layer, which is traditionally we have a single surface StudioLive mixer, which is it's digital mixer, but everything's on the surface.
Yep.
This guy's going to have different input levels. So what's very, very interesting and what's coming when this releases is cascading with the rack mixer. So I can take two 32-channel rack mixers and have a 64 input system with this control surface for less than $6,000.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah.
So, can you also use this for other DAWs as well?
Yes, you'll have the capabilities to use it for other DAWs. Obviously, the functionality is going to be much more streamlined for Studio One because it's using the same networking capability. For sure. I don't want to speculate too much on who's going to do what and what the functions would be in each other DAW, but yes, absolutely, it would be terrible if it wouldn't. But yes.
So, how much is this going to cost then, and when's it going to ship?
This will be $19.99, and I don't want to speculate before the end of the year, let's say that. Very soon, hopefully. Yeah, and like I said, when it does, cascading and the new update for the rack mixers, the 32 and the 16, will be added when this is available on the street, so you can have your 64 input mixing system.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Justin.
You're welcome.